Introducing the CTK, why it matters now. Welcome to this overview of the Complexity Toolkit, or CTK. In today's volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous VUCA operational environments, officers must go beyond tactical competence. They must think critically, adapt creatively, and integrate technology effectively. The CTK is a cognitive and analytical framework designed to enhance performance across all phases of the Army operations process: plan, prepare, execute, and assess. At the core is systems thinking, which enables commanders and staffs to understand how various factors, logistics networks, coalition dynamics, information environments interact as systems of systems. This foundation is strengthened by critical thinking to interrogate assumptions and reduce cognitive bias, creative thinking to reframe problems and generate adaptive solutions, data literacy to convert raw data into insights across all warfighting functions, artificial intelligence, AI, to enhance sense-making and decision support at speed and scale. The CTK equips leaders to operate across domains, synthesize information from across PAY-MEC-PT, assess impacts on A-scope and SWET MSO, and lead through complexity using disciplined, doctrinally grounded reasoning. Building on what officers already know. The CTK isn't a revolution, it's a refinement. Its tools align directly with how the Army visualizes, describes, and directs operations using the Army operational framework. Decisive shaping, sustaining operations, deep, close support areas, task organization, and tempo-based prioritization. Where past doctrine emphasized linear sequencing, the CTK empowers officers to recognize and navigate interdependencies, feedback loops, and emergent behaviors. Whether conducting joint intelligence, preparation of the operational environment to assess adversary systems, using DIME to frame strategic interaction, or integrating .mile PFP considerations into capability development. The toolkit enhances, not replaces, the operations process, from framing problems using elements of operational art, such as end state, center of gravity, lines of effort, and tempo, to evaluating measures of performance, MOPs, and measures of effectiveness, MOs, during assessment. CTK, the Swiss Army knife. Think of the CTK as a Swiss Army knife for operational design and execution. Each blade represents a mode of thinking or skill set. Systems thinking is the hinge that holds them together, allowing seamless transitions from problem framing to course of action development and assessment. In modern warfare, challenges are rarely isolated. They are deeply interwoven. Tactical effects shape strategic narratives. Infrastructure disruption impacts civilian populations and partner legitimacy. Whether you're examining infrastructure nodes via SWET MSO, analyzing the political military landscape via PAY-MEC-PT, or planning cross-domain fires, the CTK helps officers understand the whole system, not just its parts. The CTK in the CGSC curriculum. Beginning in academic year 2026, the CTK is fully embedded into C100, Foundations of the Army Profession. It develops leaders who can operate across the spectrum of conflict by understanding how open, closed, and adaptive systems behave under pressure. The CTK builds agility and resilience in support of mission command, enabling officers to integrate multiple operational variables and design decisions that consider not only adversary capabilities, but also the effects on host nation governance, civil considerations, and coalition dynamics. It prepares students to lead across the warfighting functions, applying the CTK in settings ranging from sustainment planning to information operations, and from influence assessments to warfighting scenario design. Integrating the skills in operational practice. Here's how the components of the CTK work together in support of systems understanding. Critical thinking supports detailed assessment of each warfighting function, from protection to fires, surfacing faulty assumptions and clarifying priorities. Creative thinking enables synthesis of lines of operation or effort into cohesive campaigns, especially when doctrine is silent or constraints are high. Data literacy provides a structured approach to understanding and visualizing information across 4 levels: descriptive, what happened; diagnostic, why; predictive, what may happen; and prescriptive, what to do. AI supports scenario modeling, risk analysis, and operational wargaming across multiple echelons, essential for understanding cascading effects across complex operational systems. Each tool enhances how officers frame problems, develop options, and assess effects-based operations in accordance with the principles of operational art. Curriculum alignment and progression. In the C100 course, the CTK is deliberately structured to mirror the flow of operational planning. Charlie 102, critical thinking, equips students to challenge assumptions and assess sources during mission analysis and intelligence preparation. Charlie 103, systems thinking, introduces CANEV-IN and VUCA as heuristics for choosing appropriate command approaches in complex or chaotic environments. Charlie 104, AI for leaders, demonstrates how AI can assist in COA development and warfighting function synchronization using simulation and large-scale data analytics. Charlie 105, data literacy, enables quantitative and qualitative analysis, visualization, and decision support, critical in logistics, fires, and sustainment. Charlie 108, creative thinking, encourages innovation and adaptability, especially in the face of complex constraints or wicked problems. Together, these lessons improve students' ability to identify decision points, manage operational reach, and synchronize efforts across functions and domains. Faculty as cognitive enablers. As CGSC faculty, your role is essential. You help operationalize the CTK by integrating it into your lesson design and seminar dialogue. Use case studies and practical exercises featuring multi-domain operational problems to demonstrate how the CTK enhances understanding across .mil PFP, PAY-MISI PT, or A-scope variables. Leverage AI-enabled tools such as Camo GPT or Vantage AIP to model dilemmas, visualize decision branches, or simulate sustainment flow in contested environments. Encourage collaborative planning exercises that reflect real-world ambiguity and evaluate not just the COA, but also the reasoning, assumptions, and systemic impacts. Incorporate MOP/MOE tracking into your feedback and wargame design. Applying the CTK, getting started. Start with systems thinking. Understand how to identify nodes, links, and feedback loops in complex operational environments. Explore frameworks like CANEV-IN to match doctrine to environment. Then, actively incorporate the CTK into your instructional approach. Use data literacy to conduct operational reach or consumption rate analysis in sustainment scenarios. Apply creative thinking in redesigning unit task organization under time and terrain constraints. Introduce AI in exercises to simulate enemy COAs or information environment dynamics. By doing so, you empower officers to build mental flexibility, develop adaptive plans, and lead with clarity in complex systems. ultimately advancing the Army's ability to think, fight and win in an era of accelerating change.